heavy. I can't even hold it up.
Talk about it. What kind of fish is that?
This is a salmon. I'm about to drop it.
Brendon, I think I got a steelhead.
You did?
Steelhead!
This week, we are back in upstate New York, exploring small creeks where the salmon are so plentiful, you can't help but to step on their backs. But it took us a while to get to this point. Right now is our first day out fishing, and we are currently lost and looking for the place to meet our guide. We're in the middle of a cornfield right now, trying to look for our guide.
Muddy.
And this guide promises us that he's going to put us onto some fish.
But he's having us walk down a dirt path in a cornfield at, what, like 6:30 in the morning in the dark to meet him, so this is interesting.
So let's see where this takes us.
Let's
Happy birthday, son, by the way.
We eventually found the meeting spot at the Salmon River, but we're worried because it's been raining all week and the river is really high. So we get to the Salmon River, and I'm very excited. It's one of the most magnificent sights I've ever seen. And I just wanted to say, to anyone out there watching this who wants to do this, it is very possible. I did it, and I had no idea about this place. All you really need to do is talk to people, whether it be on my channel or whether it be in real life. Just talk to people, and people are willing to help. I'm standing on the rocks, I'm casting my line out and letting it drift, and I'm realizing that my line is not getting down to the strike zone of the fish.
Brendon has been trying to catch fish all morning, but he's not even gotten a bite, just a snag, even though the fish are supposed to be here.
We're all just looking for fish, but they're not biting like I'm used to. Because the water is so high, I can't get my sinkers down far enough to be able to get it into the strike zone for the fish. I don't know what we're gonna do if we don't hook up on anything here. Very fast moving water, as you guys see.
Bait can't get to the bottom.
Bait can't get to the bottom, and Brendon can't catch any fish.
Our team headed to upstate New York for the weekend. Now, most people think of New York as just the city, but a lot of New York is this upstate country farmland. So we decided to go to the local bait shop with our team to grab some salmon eggs and some fishing tips.
Looking to get some ski.
Now, this bait shop was incredibly unique. There were so many taxidermied fish, which they specialize in, and legendary photos covering the walls. And there's so much colorful tackle to try out. So we were able to talk to some of the folks about where to go, and then we were shown to the fish grinder. Now, as we've said before, this town runs on salmon, but what do you think they do with those leftover bodies? They turn them into sewage. Now, this man obviously loves his job, and he told us that usually his entire room is filled with hundreds of fish bodies, but because of the rain, he only has a few.
Oh, that's skein. That is some skein.
What does that smell like? Not good.
So we head out again. This time we're headed to a marina. But by this time, things aren't looking so good for us. We haven't seen any signs of life, just dead fish. We know these fish are here. We've seen them, but we just can't catch them.
So we decide it's time to meet up with our buddies, and they're also expert fishermen. But first, it's my birthday, so we're going out to lunch. We're at Captain Jack's, where they give you one free wing for every year you're alive. And I'm 24, so I get 24 free wings. And Senko loves him some wings. It's time to land some salmon. So we follow our guides Christian and Justin while they show us a spot not many people know about. What?
Yeah, we'll all get rigged up.
Unlike where we were fishing before, in Oswego and the Salmon River, this place is much more private. we immediately start seeing signs of fish. Look at this big boy.
We caught one.
We learned that this river was completely dry last week, and the rain actually filled this river with fish and water. So we all start fishing, and I'm feeling much more confident now that I'm with Christian. Christian has put us on to so many fish before, and I'm confident he'll put us on to more.
We're so lucky to be here with so many people who are supportive of us. Christian and Justin, our local experts, as well as Andreas, our cameraman, and Brendon's parents. And just like last time, Christian is on the first fish.
Holy cow, Christian, how'd you land that so fast?
Get to the cooler! Get to the cooler! That's 2 fish in a row. Let's go to the cooler! I want a trout so bad. I lost 2 already.
You're not happy with your salmon?
No, I want the trout. Now I got a treat.
Next, Christian does something really cool, which is he introduces his monster fish to our tiny adventure dog, Mia. And she goes crazy over this fish. She thinks it's so cool. What do you think your dog would do when met face to face with a giant toothy salmon? Comment below and let us know how your dog would react. After Mia's done with the fish, Christian takes us over and shows us how to milk a fish. This time of the year, the salmon are so pregnant and ready to spawn that just by pressing on their bellies, they can actually give birth to all these eggs. And Christian uses these eggs, brines them, and uses them for bait.
Pretty soon we're back on some fish. This time it's our friend Justin. What's up, Justin? And he's on a pretty big fish. It's fighting him really, really hard, and he's been fighting it for a while. But fortunately, he loses it.
And finally, Brendon is on his first fish of the day.
My first thought, don't lose this fish. This fish is pulling me really hard, and I have to be careful. I have to be patient, and I have to wait for the fish to run out of energy before I can fully bring him in. 1 second, this fish is by my foot. The next second, it's way upstream, and then the next second, it's darting all the way to the left. These fish run all over the place, and if you're new at it like me, it's a little hard to control them.
This is where it's gonna snap off. Why? This is what happens. It goes on its last little run and then it snaps off. She's going way upstream. She's coming back down, she's coming back down. Let's see the leader again.
Right there, right there, right there. Got it.
Yes! Yes! No, yes! Yes!
Oh.
Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you!
That was terrifying.
How can we tell if it's a male, Christian?
Either this loop right here, or this time of the year, you press on its stomach, it's getting a little happy.
Look at that.
Oh
Looks
my
like, looks like
goodness.
coconut milk.
It don't taste like coconut milk.
It's definitely not coconut.
Andreas, try, I dare you. Come on.
No.
Been a frustrating day?
Been a frustrating day. This is my first bite, my first solid bite, and the first fish I landed. You know, I came here last time and landed more and hooked up more. I don't know what to say. I mean, I feel like I got worse at it maybe, or just that there's just so much to learn about it that there's so much to learn that. What is that?
I think that's your fish. You stepped on one?
Right here, right there.
Get it!
Get it.
Where's that?
That might be the one that shot under there for you, Justin.
That scared me.
So tell me, do you feel like you accomplished your goal?
I felt like I accomplished the goal when Mia saw that fish. I'll accomplish my goal when my dad catches one.
That's a good goal.
Thank you, Christian.
Thanks, Christian.
Yeah, and when you guys hook up on one, when everyone hooks up on one, our goal is complete.
All right.
And that's exactly what happened. All of a sudden, I'm on my first fish, and this is the biggest fish that I've ever been hooked up to in my entire life. I'm feeling excited. These guys are such experts. They helped me bring in that fish super fast.
Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. I can't even hold it up.
Talk about it. What kind of fish is that?
This is a salmon. I'm about to drop it.
Brendon, I think I got steelhead.
You did?
Steelhead!
We're so excited about the steelhead
You are?
because it's beautiful. The meat tastes great.
Is it
and
steelhead?
to me, it's pretty rare.
Yes! Wow. That's really cool.
My heart's pumping.
I've never heard you say that before, Christian.
Immediately, we can recognize that this is a magnificent fish, much different from the king salmon because it's pink, it's chrome, it's silver, and before we know it, Brendon is hooked up again.
It's going all over the place. I don't think this is a salmon. That's just darting all over the place. I think it's a trout. Is there a net?
Yes.
This is the first brown trout I've ever caught, and it's one of the most beautiful trout I've ever seen. Do you know anything about brown trout, Andreas?
All I know is it's dinner
Yeah.
Dinner.
for tonight.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Guys, comment below if you have caught brown trout before or if you know some stuff about brown trout or why they're here. We would love to find out more about this beautiful fish.
So after we released this fish, it stayed at our feet for several minutes, and it really felt like we had some kind of connection with this fish because it just stayed with us for so long before swimming away.
Or it could have just been really tired. But we'd like to think that he loved us.
And we finally accomplished our ultimate goal of getting Brendon's dad on a salmon. This was his first salmon, and he had been trying to catch one all weekend, so everyone was so excited when he finally hooked up.
Yes!
Oh, he got it.
Did it, man!
Yeah, don't be crazy.
Brendon, can you just...
The location where we were fishing this week was absolutely beautiful, and this trip was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. After everyone had hooked up, we invited the whole group back to our Airbnb to cook and eat the fish that we had spent all day catching.
Just have soup here.
So this is the feast.
This is the feast.
This is the last meal.
This is
Say that.
the last
Before we
meal
go
before
catch
we
some
go
more.
fishing.
You don't. Yeah.
Wow.
Very fresh fish.
I'm gonna focus on Erin because she's so expressive.
Wow.
And that's what the trout needs right now.
It's really good. I don't think I've ever had fish this fresh. Except for raw in the last episode, I guess.
And that was nasty. I didn't like
That would be the freshest fish I've ever had. Just like straight out of the river. But this melts in your mouth.
Next week! We're done posting videos every 2 weeks. We hated it, you guys hated it, so we're gonna post videos every week from now on.
Yesterday at the house, when we were eating, Brendon challenged me to a contest.
Look at that. Bait for tomorrow. Right.
The gummy bear challenge is who can catch the biggest fish with a gummy bear. And I'm gonna win. And I challenge anyone to try and beat me.